Personally, I think Hong Kong is an excellent place for arbitration, but I would, right? I'm based here, I work here. But I think that also has given me the benefit of seeing the downsides of Hong Kong. And even seeing the downsides of Hong Kong, I think Hong Kong is still an excellent place for dispute resolution. If we talk about the Hong Kong International Arbitration Centre itself, it's got a very robust set of rules. It's got a very robust secretariat. The arbitrators themselves are drawn from all across the world. It's not just Hong Kong people. It's not just people who are perhaps tied to one political alliance or another. They have all different backgrounds and creeds, and because of that diversity gives the International Arbitration Centre a robustness that transcends perhaps what's going on in the city right now. And then alongside that, we have the thousands of arbitrations that go on that are not institutional, that go on alongside the Hong Kong International Arbitration Centre on an ad hoc basis. And again, parties are entirely free to choose whomever they like to be arbitrators. And Hong Kong law continues to promote that. Hong Kong has enacted the UN, the UNCITRAL model law on international commercial arbitration into its domestic law, which brings it into line with many countries around the world. So it is highly respected as an arbitration centre, and the law that allows arbitration to continue in Hong Kong is very robust. And then the last thing I would say is the backstop of arbitration is, surprisingly, the judiciary. And in Hong Kong we have a judiciary that continues to be highly independent, highly thoughtful. It is a common law jurisdiction, so it takes influence from common law regimes around the world. It's quite difficult to express, but it doesn't matter where a party comes from. It is whether the arbitration process has been done justly. It's whether the arbitrators have done their job properly. And those are the questions that the judges ask when it comes to arbitration in Hong Kong. And looking forward, I think arbitration in Hong Kong has a bright future, not just because of Hong Kong itself, but because of the Greater Bay Area in which Hong Kong is situated. The Chinese government has designated Hong Kong as a dispute resolution centre within the Greater Bay Area, and I think that's for good reason, because across the area, Hong Kong has the reputation of the highest standards of independence of arbitrators, of provision of services in terms of quality legal support, of expertise, and also it has the attraction of an international city that allows people from across the world to come and arbitrate in Hong Kong. In fact, the Hong Kong government has recently enacted some rules that make it easier for foreign parties to come and conduct arbitration in Hong Kong, shortening some of the immigration processes. So I think that although it's tempting to be very down on Hong Kong because of all the events that have been happening in the recent past, Hong Kong has the infrastructure and the spirit and the resilience to weather all of these issues and continue to be a leading arbitration centre in the world.